Mr. George Marcello.
Thank you. What we're going to do now is take this tape off. And we're going to do a Q&A. We call it Up Close and Personal with Kris. From our experience, we know this is a pretty yucky subject, right? You know, like nobody wants to think about when they pass away. And that's why we feel that the Q&A is probably the best part of the whole thing. But before we do that, I want to, on behalf of Step by Step and Kristopher's Wish, we want to say thank you to the Comfort Inn, who helped us with accommodations last night. Also want to thank the Mayor Stevens for coming out here, and also the MPP Garfield Dunlop's office once again for coming out. Thank you. And I want to thank your principal for doing a heck of a job walking this morning. And also, is there any students here that walked this morning? Can you please stand up? Let's give them a round of applause. And I also want to thank the OPP, who we are so proud and happy and grateful that they've been assisting us throughout the whole province so far. We're on day 76 today. And I think we've gone through about 40 communities where they've been there every day, and you know, they're making sure they're keeping an eye on us, making sure that we arrive safe and everything's good and everything. So the OPP being beside us every step of the way through the province of Ontario has been great. And I want to thank the students here that are gathered, because this is a very, very important message. So I want to begin by having the first brave soul to ask a question. It's usually that first person that's the bravest. Come on, okay. Oh, there's him. Do you usually raise your hand first in class? No. No? Do you have a question for Kris?
Yeah, I do.
Kris.
What's your favorite choice of footwear for walking?
I prefer like your Adidas, or well, it doesn't really matter in accounts. Something that fits, but something that's warm and that tucks to my feet, that keeps me not having blisters.
Next question. Right here.
I could die no matter what, because they won't have anything else to do. Because my liver's like so messed up that they can't go in with like a plastic liver or anything else, or a half a liver. I have to have the whole liver. So if something goes wrong, I could die automatically.
Next question.
Yeah, how many people did you say need a liver transplant? Like, I think you said the number 12,000.
Probably 12 or 1,300 waiting for a liver, but there's about 4,000 people on the waiting list right now for organs.
Where are you on the waiting list?
Well, I'm off and on first on the list, but see if I'm supposed to be in the hospital sick right now, but I don't like the hospital, so I don't go to it. And there's people sicker than I are in the hospital waiting for livers or any other organ, but mostly livers for me. And they'll get it first before I will. So if there's no one in there sick, I'll get it. And then, so I'm off and on the list first. I don't go to school now, but I have correspondence over the internet and stuff, and I have to write a journal every day and do about 2.5 hours of email. And you guys can email me on www.kristopherswish.ca.
Where did you start walking?
I started in Sarnia on January 8th, 2004, and we're doing 76 community communities in Ontario. Then we're heading out west, and then BC, Victoria will fly to Toronto for a 3-week period, and I might be able to throw a pitch at a Blue Jays game. And then we'll fly to St. John's, Newfoundland, and then walk back to Toronto, and it'll be done December 25th, 2004.
So if I found out today that I needed a heart or liver or eyes, how long would I have to wait?
Well, if it's serious, they'd put you on the list right away. But if it's not, they'll probably do like, I don't know, 5 years.
Well, what usually happens, if you're suffering with a terminal disease, mostly it's organs, there's a waiting list that your doctor will recommend you to try and get on. So there's a waiting list for the waiting list, actually, to try and get on the waiting list. So once you're on that waiting list, then you get a beeper and everything. And Kris can actually tell you a little bit more about the beeper.
Okay. Well, I have a beeper at the back. My dad's carrying it on his camera couch. And it's called Life Pager. Like the other ones, they'd beep and they wouldn't show like a number or something. So they made it with new ones, and it's called Life Page. And if it rings, they show you the phone number who called you, so you get to call them back. Because last time you get like prank calls and you think it would happen, and it's not. It's just a prank call. And we didn't know who called us. But this one time I was in the motorhome playing with the beeper, and I didn't accidentally set it off. I meant to set it off, and my dad freaked because he thought it was real, and I thought it was a joke. But I'll never do it again.
Next question.
You mentioned the name of your disease. What exactly is it?
It is a disease, well, first I was born without a common bile duct and half of my bowel missing. Okay, and just even the yes with my dad. And then on my liver, you know how you have those ductwork / tubes, you know, the tubes on your liver? Well, I was born without any, so there was nothing hooked up to my liver, so it didn't really work. So they went in and they did like a side procedure. They took a piece of my bowel and attached it to my intestines.
Liver.
Hmm?
Liver. Liver.
Oh, liver, okay. And that was my first saving surgery. And then over the past 13 years, I've had over 20 operations to like keep me going. And because of the liver, my liver's flowing the wrong way, so it's causing these blood vessels in my throat. And I'd have to go in every 3 weeks to have surgery done to get them out. And they'd stick a tube down my throat and shove little elastic bands. And then in 3 to 5 weeks, they'd fall off. And I have to go in every 3 weeks to get them. And I've had over about
40.
40?
Not quite. Just shy.
About 40 to 30 bands done. No, they stopped because I didn't need them anymore. They just want to wait until I get them.
We got time for 2 more questions over here.
What's the process for getting a donor card, or like how do you donate organs?
You have when you get your license, when you like turn 16, 17, you'll get your license and it'll come with a donor card. And if you sign it and put it in your wallet, and like if something happens to you, they'll find it in your wallet. But sometimes they won't be able to find you because you'll get separated with your clothes or your wallet and stuff, so it won't be with it. So that's why you tell your parents, because your parents have the last consent of donating your organs.